Hi there, welcome to another balloon tutorial. I've not done one for quite some time now, but I thought it best get back to it. So what we've got here is this cute little squid bracelet that you can wear, quite handy. And it's fun for party favours, for doing at parties, or just having a bit of a practice at home. It uses a couple of nice little skills. So it's very simple to do. I'm certainly not the first person to have done this, but it's because it's simple, it's something that you can all hopefully have a go at. So what we need is a 260 balloon, 5-inch round for the body, and another 5-inch white for the eyes. Obviously the body and the legs, your preference in terms of colours. Optional extras are the band for the wrist. I used a 160 here, or you can use a 260, and a clear 160 for bubbles coming off the side. I'm using a Qualatex pump, and so if I talk about how many pumps I've used to inflate a balloon, in pulling it all the way out is one pump, pushing it back in is another one pump. So if I talked about 3, it's out, in and out again. So this is the head, and that's been inflated with 3 pumps, and it's pretty much full. I mean, there is a little bit of give, but not an awful lot. With the 260, again 3 pumps, and what you'll see is there's a good amount of tail left on there. There's probably about 6 or 7 inches left on the end there. So we're going to get straight in, and we're going to twist the legs. I'm looking for probably about 2 or 3 inch bend, and on the first one I am holding the knot, the nozzle, and I'm twisting around whilst holding onto that nozzle. Okay, then I'm going to pass the nozzle from one side to the other. Then I'm going to give a squeeze, and I'm going to try and make it roughly the same size. It doesn't matter if there's a little bit of a difference. Okay, and then I'm going to squeeze again, do another, squeeze again, do another, and I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, well, actually there's probably only enough for maybe one more. I had to push 2, so I'm going to give it a good squeeze. I'm going to bend it round, make a small leg, and another one making another small leg. It really matters, it's not exact. The more practice you get, you can actually adjust it. I've gone for 6 legs here, essentially. And again, life's not perfect, so neither's this squid balloon. Okay, so there we go. We've got a rough flower, essentially. Then I'm going to attach the head by pulling the nozzle through from one side to the other and wrapping it around the legs. Here we go. The eyes is then, I'm inflating the white 5-inch round. It's probably a size of just a bit bigger than a golf ball. It depends on how big you want the eyes to be. And I've tied it just a little away, just to give myself a bit of play. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to place my fingers either side of the nozzle, thumbs underneath, squeeze and twist. Now as I twist, difficult on camera, as I twist, what I'm doing is I'm getting 2 bubbles. So, awkward on camera. Alright, 2 bubbles. If they're not exactly the right size, the same size, if I just gently untwist and push the air from one side to the other, I will hopefully get them married up to about the right size, and then give a final twist. Then I'll pull the knot round, and then I'm passing the eyes from one side of the head to the other. Okay, sort of rolling them through. So I lift up the head a bit and roll the eyes through. And then to lock them in place, I'm just going to twist the eyes from one side to the other. Okay, and that locks the eyes in place. Essentially that's it, it's done. You can stop there, just paint some eyes on with your Sharpie pen, and that's it, your squid done. However, if we want it as a bracelet, I sort of puff inflate this, just a bit of air in there to give it a bit of roundness, and I tie that off. And then you could tie it in a circle now and then attach it, or I attach it now, and again I just pass it through the legs, around the legs, and that allows me then to size this to the individual, so I can work out how big or small they need the loop. And then I'm going to tie that into the legs again. Okay. There. Straighten everything up again. And there is our bracelet finished. And at this point, I'm going to take my Sharpie and I'm going to add some pupils. So I simply have a look at that. Little eyebrow as well. And there is our little squid. Now I did mention the optional extra for bubbles, and this can be achieved with a clear balloon, and again you don't need to inflate much. Tie that off, and then again I'm going to tie that into the body. And I like to have my bubbles coming out the side, and it's simply a twist of bubbles, a chain of bubbles. So I'm holding one, I'm twisting, and you end up with this chain of bubbles. And depending on how many bubbles you want to do is how long you keep going. I'm going to stop there, and what I'm going to do is twist the last bubble I had twisted into the end of the first bubble that I twisted, and that creates this little loop of bubbles. And I'm then going to put a pinch twist. So a pinch twist, I make a small bubble. I then grab that bubble, pull up, and twist it around. Difficult to see on the clears. I can then take the rest of this balloon and get rid of it. I usually like to tie this off, just because then I know it's definitely not coming undone and deflating. Okay. And there we have some additional bubbles coming off the side, and our squid is finished. I do hope you enjoy this. It's certainly by no means revolutionary, but it is a fun little project to practice. Enjoy!